Peace and welcome, family. Welcome back to another one. Desiree D. Ray Wise, spiritual healing coach here. And look, today is my birthday, big 33. And I wanted to spend a part of this special day with y'all because why not, right? I love you guys. I love my YouTube and my Instagram family. So spending time with y'all today on this birthday, talking about a revelation that I've had over the past few years leading up to this birthday is so sacred. Okay. Today, we're about to talk about a soft woman's greatest asset. And this is the revelation that I've had because trust me, y'all, I used to be a hard woman. When I think about it now, I'm like, oh my God, I used to be so abrasive, right? Like, I kind of like I could be a little bit harsh, and just strong. But I've changed so much recently. And so I want to talk about that, how that happened, why it's important. The greatest asset that I've realized from that experience, right? We're going to talk about the greatest asset that I've been able to realize from that experience. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all being here. Chef Curbs, happy birthday to you too, sis. Right? It's your birthday now too, right? Let me know. Let me know. Happy birthday to you too. Let's see. Thank you, love. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Y'all, why was Dream up this morning singing to me at like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, sir, I don't want to be like, I get that it's my birthday and I'm so grateful. And I'm kind of up at that time already, just like praying, meditating, saying words. But he sings the whole birthday song. His voice is like butter, okay? His voice is like, ooh, like he was so serious, like holding the notes, okay? I appreciate that love, baby. Thank you so much. Shout out to y'all. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Wow, Chef Curbs, it is your 40th birthday. Big birthday, big birthday. Happy birthday to you. Well, listen, that's why I'm so excited to talk to y'all because as I've been just easing through my birthday morning and just like relaxing, Spirit just started to channel to me and give me this very special message that I want to share with y'all. And no coincidence, it's 11:11. Okay, no coincidence is 11:11. Wow, y'all can't even see it because like the phone is so bright. Look at that beautiful black family. 11:11, and you see that beautiful black family and a whole bunch of birthday wishes. Listen, that's what I'm talking about, right? So this morning, Spirit was telling me the greatest asset of a soft woman is her spiritual capacity, right? The greatest asset of a soft woman is a developed intuition. The greatest asset of a soft woman is a very deep, robust, thorough relationship with God, right? And that willingness to have those intimate conversations with the divine and with spirit, right? A soft woman's greatest asset. And it shows up in every capacity: relationships, business, work, with yourself. It literally shows up absolutely everywhere. Okay. And as I was thinking about this, I was like, oh my God, the reason why I've been able to show up in all the many areas of my life from a certain level of softness and flow and openness is because I lead like a God led life, right? Like everything that I do or everything that I say or everything that I strive to be if you grew up in church, you thinking, what would Jesus do, right? Also, side note, it's no coincidence that I'm having this revelation on my 33rd birthday. The 33 symbolizes the Christ consciousness, right? The 33 vertebrae in the spine, right? It's that activation. It's you coming online to the highest version of yourself, right? And the Christ consciousness is tricky because at the 33 is when Jesus was crucified, right? And we all know the story. Jesus Christ was a superstar. You stupid star. They hail you and nail you no matter who you are. So when you get to this 33 age, right, this magical number, which all birthdays are magical, right? You're at this precipice point, which is what I feel like is happening to me. I'm like in this transition where everything is coming online so clearly. Like I'm understanding my mission, my purpose, and what it is I have to be willing to die for. See, we're talking about levels to the shift, right? Because when we look at the story of Jesus and, being crucified, he died to fulfill his mission, his purpose, right? And so when we reach that 33, our spirit team, our higher self, God is coming through and say, okay, what are you willing to stand on, be nailed to the cross for? What are your core values, right? And so as I'm going through this work and getting grounded in that and feeling that and embracing this energy that there's an embodiment of myself that has to rule in like that is what it is. Like, this is who I am. And that those core values are the things that you stand on. Unwavering. Do you understand? And so as I've been in that process of, realizing that, this morning Spirit was just saying your greatest asset as a soft woman is to be developed spiritually, because your spiritual development will determine the relationships that you keep, right? The businesses that you pursue, how to shift and transform, and how to make moves that are in alignment with your greatest good in that space, and not make decisions and say certain things from a place of your lower nature and not where you're going. So your spiritual development is what allows you to sit in softness. And I feel like I got to talk about this more because I don't want to just be trendy when I'm talking about softness. I'm talking about deep inner work here. As a woman, to allow yourself to be transformed, to be molded, to receive, to reflect, to love, to allow. Those are the qualities of softness. And softness is not weakness. Softness doesn't mean that you don't show up for yourself. Let me tell y'all. So this just happened on Sunday, right? On Sunday, y'all know I'm a coordinator, I'm a coach, right? And in that space, I'm very collaborative because I'm a harmonious person by nature, but I'm also about my business in a sense, right? And so we had a volleyball tournament the other day, and I love coaching. I'm so passionate about it, but not to where I'm up here for 8 hours. And so in that day, mind you, on Sunday, this past Sunday, October 5th, I'm taking a class, right, for my own spiritual development. So yes, as much as I teach y'all and give to y'all, I am also a learner and a student. So on this day, I'm in the class, and the class was 4 hours long. The first hour I was in it, The second, third, and fourth hour, I couldn't even fully be in it because I'm at a volleyball tournament and I'm coaching and I'm in this leadership role, right? And the tournament is running behind. It's running slow. It's like now 4 o'clock happening, 5 o'clock happening, 6 o'clock happening. I done been here since 11 a.m. And so I had to take a few deep breaths and I had to go and talk to the people that I work with and just be like, listen, this is unacceptable. We have to figure something out here. I'm like, because I live such a full life, I cannot be in this one establishment for 8 hours, right? So a woman in her meekness, well, in her weakness, wouldn't have the boldness to step up and say, this is wrong. This is something that I don't stand for. This is something that I can't allow. This is not my reality, right? That may be a reality for other women who are in that bag, and more power to you, right? But the world that I live in and the life that I'm cultivating for myself, I can't be here this long, right? And I won't be doing it another time. And so I had the boldness and the strength to, set boundaries with what works for me and what doesn't, while at the same time being in a certain level of softness. Because why I hold that perspective is because I have this beautiful family at home. I want to spend time with my husband. I gotta cook home cooked meals for my kids. They take home cooked meals to school. I have a 2-year-old and a almost 4-year-old who needs to cuddle with their mommy, right? So softness still shows up in strength and in power and in boundaries. But you have to be spiritually grounded in order to realize those things, to recognize those things, and to let that be your guiding light in your life, right? So it's such a precious thing. First of all, ladies, if you have not signed up for Softness Embodied, a spiritual path to feminine harmony, right? I want to be clear. My class is not just about manifesting the soft life, even though that energy does come with it, right? That energy is a result of, and then the soft life thing is so contradictory. I don't even really believe in the soft life. I believe in softness. I believe in having a heart that is pure, that is open, that is moldable, that is filled with purpose and love and passion, and that is pursuing. I mean, like, so like to me, I just really want to stress to spiritual women, to women who have a deeper calling, a deeper purpose. I really want to stress to you how you can have both, how you can have a loving relationship, a thriving business, or pleasure and joy in your job, beautiful, healthy children, ambition. You can have that and have all the things that come from that and not be so rigid, right? And so I just think we've been taught that we have to be one way or another. And I'm here to dispel that. Just the same way we've been taught, you got to be Christian or nothing at all, right? If it's not Christianity, you're done, right? You're automatically doomed to hell, right? I just don't believe that. I've just come to learn that God wants us to do, be, and have our heart's desires. And those desires, when they are pure in nature, they are in alignment with God's desires for your life. And God will guide you and lead you and put you on certain paths. God also includes your ancestors, your spirit team, and those angels that are assigned to you, right? So this divine energy is always putting you on the path of your greatest realization. And that is not just one thing or another thing, it's all things, right? And so many people won't believe in that or understand that, but it is what it is. So if y'all haven't signed up to the class, I'm about to drop the link right now. I appreciate y'all for being here. So let's talk about one of the ways that I develop my intuition, right? And my magic, really, because our magic comes through in so many different ways, right? Our magic shows up in our everyday lives. It's the things that people appreciate from us that we just do differently, that we have to develop, and things that some people may find to be weird. You know what I mean? Like, it may be weird. People may think it's weird to be able to read energy or to be able to recognize when they're anxious or when they're afraid or when they're happy or joyful, when they're sad. Being able to pick up on that and speak to that. Like, not everybody is really ready to receive that energy. But if you want to live in softness, you have to know that you have a magic and you have to be willing to operate it. And that magic is a part of your spiritual practice. It gets developed the more you use it. You know that the magic you have literally comes from God, right? You're human, your physical form can't really explain how you do what you do. You just do it, right? So, one of the ways that I like to practice developing my magic and developing my gifts is that I like to sit down in reflection at night and I think about my engagements with people. I think about how I left people feeling after engaging with me, right? So, one of my spiritual gifts is that of empathy, encouragement, understanding, reflection. Like, I feel people's energy, which is why I end up teaching these classes and coaching, right? And so I like to reflect on what energy did I leave them with? Did I leave them feeling encouraged, motivated, like, okay, I can move forward, I can grow? Did I leave them in some confusion, some frustration, whatever? So if my gift is encouragement, upliftment, inspiration, right? I have to discipline myself to make sure that I leave space for that and that I show up in that frequency, right? That's the nature of a soft woman. So, y'all let me know in the comments. Listen, I'm going to be talking about this in class, so I kind of don't need to go too deep. But I want to know, ladies, in the comments, do you feel your magic? Do you know your gift, your talent, your whatever? And do you spend time reflecting on how you can develop that more? Let me know in the comments. I've been in very deep reflection recently on, my magic and how I'm meant to show up more in it. And it's been so beautiful. It softens your heart. It really does. It makes you be like, okay, all right, we're doing this. This is what we're meant to do. This is who you are. Let me see. Ooh, Chef Curb says, that's how I found you guys. Perfect. That's what we love to hear. Peace to everybody that is on Instagram. I'm glad to see y'all and have y'all here as well. I want to share a song with y'all that I think the ladies will like totally vibe with. It popped up in my sphere just yesterday or the day before yesterday. It popped up in my sphere and I was like, oh my God, this is magic, right? Um, it's one of the ways that I connect to spirit is through music, right? And so every morning when I'm taking a shower and getting ready and things like that, I don't know why I have not posted. Let me get y'all this link for those of you who are needing to sign up to Softness Embodied. That's why I need an assistant, right? Love, Dream, you supposed to be dropping this link to the course for me while I'm doing all this chit chatting. I'm trying to drop the course, but I'm trying to talk, and so my brain is like multitasking, and I don't need to be doing that. So the link is there if you are interested in Softness Embodied. It is actually happening this Saturday. I'm so excited. We're going to be talking about all the things that we are dealing with right now and more, teaching you how to embody that softness in your relationships, in your business, and within yourself in general, and all the gifts that comes from that. Okay? Perfect. Let me see what some of y'all are saying. Chef Curb says, I've been tapping into my inner work, meditating, breathing. I have some kind of magic in me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mystical Crystal on Instagram says, I feel like I'm learning my magic, but I don't know how to nurture it. Oh my God. I'm so glad that you're saying that. You got to come to the softness and body course. We're going to be dealing with your sacredness, right? Because a part of being soft is to embody the sacred, which is why we're talking about this right now, right? But I think the first step is acknowledging that there is a magic in you and um, not having these expectations about how that magic is supposed to show up or how it's supposed to feel. Now, when you are in the magic, there is a feeling. There's a fullness in your heart that lets you know you're in the magic. There's this, the ego disappears and dissipates. You're fully present. You're in the magic. Everything around you um, seems to go silent. You're in the magic. Right now, I'm in the magic with you, right? And so there's a feeling that comes over your being when you find that sweet spot in that marriage between ego and spirit and that fine dance happening, right? They call it, this is the spiral of the DNA that is happening, right? It's the activation that's happening. It's you in alignment with your highest divine self. So it is a feeling that you get. When it comes down to nurturing it, what that means is how often do you put yourself in position to use the gift? Soft women are intentional about utilizing their magic, not to a point of exhaustion, overwhelm, and burnout. You're no longer soft when you're in burnout, when you're in overwhelm, when you're in exhaustion. So the first thing about embodying your sacredness, which is the ultimate asset of a soft woman, is nurturing your magic on yourself first. I am such an introspective person, and I'm always looking into my own energy and playing with my own energy first. And I'm always evolving it and changing it and doing different things to say, okay, how did that make me feel? What thoughts came up when I did that? What breakthroughs came through when I did that? Right? And so when we use our magic in our own lives for ourselves first, it becomes easier for us to share in that magic with others. Right? But what we do intentionally is create opportunities to exercise those gifts. Right? Now, how it shows up in relationships is using your gifts to righteously judge a relationship. I literally use my intuition to tell me what is the depth or the level of relationship or intimacy I should have with a person. Like, right? So, like, when I say intimacy, I mean platonic intimacy with friendships. How much do you let them in? How much do you reveal? How much do you show? How much do you? I use my intuition to tell me that and to give me those answers, right? I use my spirituality and I ask God, okay, show me how close and how much I can let this person in. Ladies, you have to have that skill because sometimes you're showing too much of yourself to people who are there to steal, kill, and destroy. Or when you need to open up and be vulnerable with somebody who is actually an angel in physical form, there to support you in your growth and evolution, you don't know how to open up because you haven't learned how to attune your spirit to understanding what relationships you nurture, what relationships you keep at surface level, so on and so forth. Okay? So one of the things that a soft woman does in her relationship life and within her spiritual life is that she meditates, she prays, and she asks God to reveal to her, what is this person meant to teach them? I tell you, when you ask that question, you get so much clarity on people. You be like, oh, okay, got it. I see her. I see him. And then some things take more time to develop and unfold. So you got to be patient. Too many women are trying to like rush the relationship. Do we just become best friends? Sometimes, maybe, yes. Sometimes no. You know, with your partner, right? With this person that you're talking to or you're dating, you're getting to know them, right? You got to take your time and develop your skills, your spiritual awareness. A soft woman really spends time developing her psychic channels because she has to know when the Most High is communicating with her and what does she do with that information. Let me know in the comments, ladies. Do you feel you are an empath? Are you clairvoyant? Are you clairaudient? Are you clairsentient? Are you like, what is your gift? Let me know in the comments. What is your psychic channel? Very important that we know this. When you come out of a religious background, you are afraid of words like psychic. Oh my goodness. My mother is like a badass, like oracle, psychic, intuit, dreamer, visions. Oh my gosh. She has visions. She has like she just knows her stuff, right? And so but the word psychic, that just wasn't a word that we used in our household, even though we knew that my mother knew things, right? um and so when you come out of that religious background, it can be hard to embody that energy. I'm telling y'all from experience. Like, I've little by little, I've been coming out of the closet of being like an energy reader and an oracle. But for many years, like, I wouldn't want to tell my family that I read the cards, right? Like, I wouldn't, like, because they're like, oh, tarot, that's the devil. Those cards, oh no, you can't do that. And so, but I will never forget when God actually gave me that, which is why in this 33rd year, you guys are going to see me doing more readings, um, and just more of it, right? You're just going to see more of it. Have to do it, right? If you don't know, I have one card readings now available for you all. If you have like burning questions, burning desires, like something that you just need clarity on, you need to know how to move. I worded it in a very sacred way. I said, if you need loving guidance, oh no, divine clarity, loving guidance, and a healing path forward, that's what my readings are. Thank you, Spirit, for that. It's divine clarity. The light bulbs are going to go off. You're going to be like, okay, I got it. Loving guidance, like, okay, this is where I'm being asked to move. And a healing path forward, meaning steps that you take that are really supporting the embodiment of whatever it was that we discovered through the reading. So I would hide that part of me because you've been just tarot, the devil, whatever. And even recently, when I just decided that I was going to more fully embody this energy, would y'all believe that I'm just now saying, okay, I'm doing more readings, period. Like, I just now am deciding this like a week or two ago. And it was funny because a young lady that I work with came up to me and was like, Desiree, I want to tell you something, but I don't know how you're going to take it because a lot of people be saying that this is demonic. And I was like, what? She said, girl, I got a tarot reading. A tarot, like, because this is brand new to her. She like, yeah, I got a tarot reading, and a lot of people say that you shouldn't do that. That's the devil. But I did it because my friend did it and it was so good. And I just looked at her and I just said, girl, I do readings. I've been doing readings for years. I had showed her, because I had just got a sale on a reading or something. I was like, girl, this is from readings. You're not sharing anything with me that is scary. But when that happened, Spirit was giving me like the aha moment, like, I told you. There are people who want this. There are people who need this. Y'all know it's my birthday and my big brother is calling. I'm going to answer. Hello. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm on live stream, doing my thing, talking about some spiritual things and all of the things. And I'm so glad you called me. I just had to answer the phone because I was like, my brother's calling and it's my birthday, so I got to answer the phone. Okay. I will. I will. Love you. Bye-bye. So, anyways, y'all. So Spirit was like, you see, people want to know. So that was like the confirmation, like, oh yeah, I am doing more readings. That's done. And then it was like, okay, there are people around me who are in places where I've been, right? Like I was saying, I remember the first time that I had pulled out some tarot cards. I just felt called to do it, right? And I was on live, right? I was on live like I am right now, still going, right? And I was talking about how I was using tarot cards to develop my intuition. I wasn't even using it to like get answers on life things. I was just picking up the cards, looking at it, and then like reading, feeling the energy that I was feeling from it. I was like, okay, what is this card giving me? What is this energy right now? So that's what I was doing. And then when I put the card down, I said, okay, Spirit, I want you to show me this energy in the real world. Show me it in the physical. And so I would look at a card and then I would go through life and then something would happen that reminded me of that energy. And Spirit was like, that is all these cards are. It is literally reflecting things that are happening every day. And you just have to interpret it. So I was on YouTube telling the YouTube family about how I was using it to develop intuition. And I'm doing it, I'm having some cards, and I was like, I'm not up, and my tongue got jumbled up. I literally stumbled over my words. My tongue got twisted right when I was about to say, I am not a reader. And when that happened, my spirit team channeled to me, said, shh, 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 don't say that. Shh, 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 don't say that. Because it wasn't true. Right? And so from that moment, I was like, okay, this is a part of my process, but that's been years. And I'm still just now saying I'm ready to fully embody that energy. Meaning, if my mama asks me about it, I'm telling her what it is. This is who I am. This is what I'm standing on. And it's not about cards, right? It's about my energy and what I do and who I am and my ability to look at people, understand people, and access energy, access the unseen realm, right? And so I think for a lot of women who are wanting to embody more softness, a part of the process is going to be embracing that there is a magic to you that sets you apart and can be scary, but it is what it is. You're meant to embody it. And as you embody it, it opens you up to more amazingness. So that's a part of the process. One of the most beautiful stories of this that I love the most and that inspires me so much is Tabitha Brown. She is one of my, if I had to say idols, it would be her, but she's such a beautiful archetype of a woman in her, just utilizing her spiritual gifts and that bringing abundance. I really feel like she is an embodiment of the process, right? I have a few teachers that I love. I mean, oh my goodness, Miss Blue. Miss Blue, oh my goodness. Like, let me show y'all the magic, right? I'm gonna show y'all the magic of Miss Blue. I'm gonna show y'all this. This just happened. This just happened where I was about to go live and Dream, I don't know, Dream was being a great hubby, right? He came up here and set up the computer for me for my birthday, and some way, somehow, Miss Blue's live stream was on. I don't know if Dream planned that or not. I don't know, but it was on. And her video is called "The Scene is Speaking," right? The Scene is Speaking. Now, mind you, I usually watch all of Miss Blue's videos, but she be going live sometimes. I be tired sometimes and all the things. And so I wish I could tag Miss Blue in this. Let me go in here and let me tag her because I love her. Is her name gonna pop up? Somebody tag her. Somebody tag her on Instagram specifically, like Mystical Crystal. I don't know if you can tag her Instagram page, Miss Blue the Oracle. But so I come up here, right? I come up here to get ready to go live. And we know today is October 7th. October 7th is today, right? So I sit down and I just press play on Miss Blue. I just press play. And what she says is so groundbreaking. I was like, I see you, God. Let's play it. I'm going to let y'all play it. Miss Blue can get whatever copyright infringement because it's all
from truth. And so action, meeting, endurance.
Okay,
a little closer because it was, I was like, let me make sure that I am seeing what I'm seeing.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Constructing your destiny. The Aries code of action, meeting, endurance.
Okay,
I see so many of you putting the bricks in the chat. Yeah, this is activating this action when action is meeting endurance, because we're going to need endurance. This is not the time to quit. I want you to understand this is not the time.
So pause. What I'm actually trying to find on here right now, she talked about the number 7. Like literally, I need to find it because I don't know if I needed to rewind or go back. I just paused it. So she was giving, like I said, I didn't get to see this video. I usually watch her content at night, but I've been occupied at night, right? Mentally and just doing things, right? And so when I got up here, it was on Miss Blue and I just pressed play. And right when I pressed play, the very first thing that she said was, this is the code number 7. So let me try to find that.
Jackson shirt. You are going to see a woman. When we get around a certain group of people, support that you need. All right, let's go to positive omen number 6. Oh, drum roll, please.
Okay,
All right, so imagine a truck, a large truck. And you happen to look up at this large truck, whether it's trucking down your street or it's going down the highway or you see it in a movie.
First of all, let me talk about Miss Blue really quickly. Miss Blue is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the embodiment, right? This is what I'm talking about. The topic of softness that I'm talking about right now, specifically a soft woman's greatest asset, is her ability to tune into spirit. That is a soft woman's greatest asset. Do we understand? So what she's doing right now is revealing to us things that spirit has revealed to her. It's a code. It's a channel. It's insight. It's information. So spirit has shown her something that is healing, that is transformational, that is activating. Now, the reason why we're listening, okay, let me ask you, we're going to spend some time together on this lovely birthday because why not, right? sometime. It's 30, it's the 33. So we're gonna listen to Miss Blue talk about the 6 because the 33 is the 6. And then Miss Blue herself is the embodiment of this topic. Matter of fact, Miss Blue, I'm just gonna give you your flowers right now, right? And y'all share this with her later. Because every birthday, when I tell you guys, every birthday for probably like the last 3 or 4 years, I've had an engagement with Miss Blue. Do y'all know last year on my birthday at like 12 a.m., Miss Blue was live and she got to give me just this beautiful message on my birthday. And it was so beautiful because everybody in the comments were like, it's D Ray's birthday, it's the healing coach's birthday. And I just received so much love, and this Miss Blue gave so much love. And for us to be here again on my birthday, when I'm telling you, I could not plan this. This is God's hand, right? This is the divine's hand. This is not Desiree's hand. Desiree had no plans of talking about Miss Blue today. None. But what I just follow spirit, right? Right? But I think a part of why Miss Blue is showing up right now, specifically on my birthday, is because Miss Blue is a great example of how I see myself and like what I strive to be. Um, she's just divine, right? Divine. And I love that I could see all as much as Miss Blue was willing to let us see, right? Because she went so many years without showing her face. And then boom, she's showing her face, but has been magical so much. She spent so many years interviewing people and having other people on. And now she's just standing in her own, and she's just constantly evolved over the years while staying in her magic. What a gift. That to me is the embodiment of softness, right? That's a part of it, right? That's a major part of it, right? Because when we live a life of purpose and sacredness and responsibility, right? I mean, Miss Blue, her tagline, you got to be responsible, while growing up on Planet Remix, right? I mean, and now she has intro music, but again, the evolution. That's one of the other things that Miss Blue and I really have in common that I just adore is music, right? And music being a heavy part of the channeling and the magic. But what I want you all to know is that as women, we all have this. You wouldn't even be in my space if there wasn't a part of you, or even having this conversation, if there wasn't a part of you that was craving a deeper connection to spirit and a healthier relationship with yourself, because that's the work that I do. That's the work that I do. That's the women that I serve. I serve the women that are bridging gaps, that are healing, transforming, right? That are transforming ahead and backwards, right? That are healing their mothers and grandmothers and creating something beautiful for their daughters and their children and their sons and their legacy. And let me also say this. We are having brunch in Houston, Texas. Listen, this Sunday in Houston, Texas, we are having brunch. If you are in Houston, Texas, and you are into this type of work, this type of magic, this type of love, come on out. Come see us at brunch. We're having a beautiful, luxurious lunch. Okay. It's going to be delicious. There is a dress code. There is a cover charge, but it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to drop the details in a post or somewhere else. Look everywhere on my YouTube. Look everywhere on my Instagram. It's there. We've been talking about it, you know. So we're doing that, right? So that's giving Miss Blue her flowers. Wow. I'm just so blown away. I got to call her. I'm going to call her. I'm going to say, girl, I got to talk to you. I don't know why, but I have to. So because this is the magic, right? This is the magic. All right. Let's listen to a song because I wanted to play the 7th thing for y'all, but I'm going to keep it to myself. I guess more importantly was just giving Miss Blue her flowers. And so I'm so glad to do this. I'm going to play this song right now, though, that is for the soft spiritual girlies. I could have saved this song for y'all for the class on Saturday, but I said I want to play it for y'all now, and we'll probably play it again then, right? Because it's my birthday, right? It's my birthday, and so we get to do what we want to do on my birthday, right? We get to do what we want to do, ladies, on my birthday. And when see, y'all want me to keep? Can I keep showing y'all the magic? Y'all let me know if I can keep showing y'all the magic of the goddess. If I can keep showing y'all the magic of God. Can I keep showing y'all? Give me a yes in the comments. If you want to be a woman that can identify her spiritual communication quickly, if you want to be able to know your magic, if you want to live in your softness, right? You need to be in that class. I just dropped the link, right? Just dropped the link. But more than the class, you just need to stay tuned. You need to stay tuned. Can I show y'all this magic? Let me show y'all it, right? Because I like to show proof, right? So these are my little handwritten notes for the build right now, right? And you see right there, I put a trip through space. Excuse my handwriting. Okay, this was my hand. That was my doctor handwriting. That was my law handwriting, right? You know, all doctors and lawyers, they write in like scribble scrabble, right? That was me. That was that part of myself, right? We all got these parts of ourselves, okay? So you seen what I wrote there, right? You saw that, a trip through space. I had told myself I was going to play that song for the ladies because I love y'all and I love to give y'all a vibe, right? So why, when I go to this song, I'm going to show y'all how real God is, When I show y'all this, I want y'all to say, ooh, what do I want y'all to say for me? I don't want just a happy birthday. Ooh. I don't know what I want y'all to say. I want to do something magical. Let me just show y'all first. Look at this. Look at this. Is this not do you see this right here? What does that say on that screen? Let me make it bigger for y'all. What does that say on that screen? Can you see it? Can you see it? Whose name is that? How does that happen? Am I tripping? Or is it the magic? On my birthday, a song that I never played. I never put this song on YouTube. I've never seen this before. I heard this song through my Apple Music. Loved it the first time I heard it. Automatically favorited it, however you say that. I made it a favorite. And then when I went to go take a shower this morning, it came on. And I was like, oh, that's the magic. And then now I come on here and we see it again. That's the way that we're supposed to live our lives. We're always supposed to see the hand of God moving magically. See, women that are in their hardened state, their eyes wouldn't even let them see it, or their spirit will show it to them, but they'll say something like, oh, that's just a coincidence. No, boo. Right? That softness is about just being like, you know what, God, I want to see and experience all the magic that you have for me. And I know and understand that this is going to mean work, challenge, growth. And when I say work, I mean expansion, right? But the mindfulness to do it, I'm going to tell y'all another story another day. I may tell y'all in the class. I may keep it to myself. I may tell y'all in the class. Who knows? But let's listen to the song so y'all can get this goodness. And we're going to, of course, play the one that says, I desire. Like, what? Yes. Like, of course. It's so... Let's vibe.
I've been on a low tide. I've been off the scene, oh you know. I've been needing you time can seek but won't find, find, find. The things in me that don't hide, hide, hide. If I lose all connection, direction, then I lose me on all sides. And I don't wanna see myself just melt away in time. Cause I didn't commit myself to brighter days. So I go on up and think about it. Find myself about to sit and think about it.
Oh my
Watch
God.
something to laugh and maybe sing about it. Love upon myself all night and dream about it.
This girl, okay, hold on. This woman literally like made this song for me. Like this song is like me, girl. First of all, and then the one that is playing is like a chopped and screwed type version. The other one is a little bit faster. This is like somebody that just, do what they do, like take the song and like do something with it. Oh my goodness. But I love it. So good. I want to tell y'all the lyrics really quickly. Let me tell y'all the lyrics real quick. When I tell y'all, I mean, she said, I've dedicated, let me just find it. Lord, let me just find it. A trip through space to clear my mind. A trip through space is the name of the song. Like, really, really dope. Like, I'm like, girl, how did you? That's genius. That's genius. So look, she says, this is the biggest part that was really standing out to me. She said, man, where do I want to start? Basically, the essence of the song is saying to be introspective as a woman, right? Like that has to be a part of who you are. Whenever you feel something, whether it is joy or whether it is even sadness, whether it is pleasure or whether it is pain, whenever you feel something and have an experience, you want to sit with that and just get internal, be introspective, ask for clarity. Literally everything we experience in this life is leading us and connecting us back to ourselves. And as soft women, we discipline ourselves to spend time with ourselves. So she says, and I don't want to see myself just melt away in time because I didn't want to commit myself to brighter days. Right? She said, I'll roll one up and think about it. Run myself a bath to sit and think about it. Watch something to laugh and maybe sing about it. Love up on myself all night and dream about it. That's that's the magic of a soft woman. That's the magic of you. As a woman in her feminine and balanced and healthy, after you're out in the world and you're doing all of these things, you have to have time to go within yourself, to analyze, to ask questions, to reflect, to think, to feel. But in that space, you are discovering all that you need to discover to evolve and be a better version of yourself. You're not there just to be there. You're there to be like, okay, God, what are you showing me here? What's going on now? What do I need to know? Yeah, that's why you're there. The artist's name was Tannerell. I keep on seeing so many connections to the artists who made this. I'm going to have to go and like find more of their work. I'm going to have to go find more of their work. Beautiful Black woman. I don't know where she's from. I don't know if she's a UK artist. I listen to a lot of artists from so many different places. And so I don't even know where she's from, but I have to go back and look at her work because she is like giving with that song, right? So soft women nurture themselves and nourish themselves at the spiritual level. This is priority. This like one of my teachers, I just took a class talking about the floor or the bottom level or the baseline. The baseline for a soft woman is spiritual self-care. That's what she stands on, right? Now, listen, we done already did a lot of talking. Listen, I love and appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for spending this time with me for my birthday. Saturday class is happening. Softness embodied, a spiritual path to feminine harmony, right? This is how do you create harmony with yourself in this crazy ass world that requires so much of us, that is throwing everything from every which way. How do you dwell in your goodness? How do you find your love, find your peace, find your wholeness within yourself, right? A major key is what we just talked about right now. Spend time in quiet reflection. Take more baths, right? With the intention of clarity and of understanding. Think about how you pour into people. Think about how you leave people feeling. Think about what it is you give to people. What is your magic, right? I forgot that we were talking about the clairaudience, clairvoyance. It depends on what you are, right? Or who you are. So for me, God, here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part about the clairs. Do y'all want to talk about the clairs really quickly before we go? Let me know in the comments. Because I did bring it up. I just forgot to go deeper into it because I went into so many different places. Want to talk about the clairs really quickly? Let me see what's going on over here on what's up to all the family on Instagram? I love seeing y'all here too. Yes. Okay, let's talk about the clairs really, really quickly. So the beautiful thing is that most of the time we are embodying and working with multiple clairs at one time, right? We have many aspects of our magic. We're not just locked down to one. Like for me, my whole body is really a vessel. I hear things. So like I hear, I see, I feel, right? So literally I was doing the reading for the full moon. If y'all haven't seen the full moon reading, go listen to it. We just had the full moon yesterday. And as I was doing the full moon reading, I was feeling it in my body. And that's the clear sentience, the feeling. As I was talking about one part of the reading about how we're being asked to really turn on and be an internal fire, I literally felt flames in my heart. But not, oh God. See? Okay. I get what that was. Can anybody guess what the flames in the heart is? Tell me what y'all think that is. I get what it is. I get that full moon energy now. I get it on a whole nother level. And that's the thing. Everything that we do should be a thread. There should be a commonality. There should be a string through all of our experiences. And that string, we access it or we become aware of it through our psychic abilities, through our gifts, through our abilities to interpret spirit, right? Through our ability to interpret spirit is how we do it. The burning heart, right? The burning heart is purification, or they call it the sacred heart, right? That now is making even more sense, being that I'm turning 33. It is my birthday, 33rd birthday, right? So let me show y'all. This is the burning heart, right? But mind you, I should have found the Black Jesus, but mind you, all of us have this. All of us have this, right? All of us have that sacred heart, right? All of us have that flame. This is us getting outside of ego and into spirit, right? This is, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. This is that divinity activated. This is that God consciousness activated. This is you understanding that you are connected to spirit on a very deep and divine level. And how you do that is different, right? So clear sentience is the feeling, clear cognizance, that's just the knowing. Like you just know. Rare, right? Clear audience is the hearing. You're hearing certain sounds, right? I'm definitely very clear cognizant, clear audience. Obviously, that's why I'm hearing music through my ears. Um, Whenever I'm on my way to sleep and like all of these different spirits are trying to communicate to me, I'm literally hearing them talking. And I'm literally having to say, I'm good. I'm good tonight. I'm good right now. You know what I mean? So it's so important to really work on this clairvoyance, that's clear vision, being able to see things in the spirit. And so it's so important to develop this magic and to really be intentional about um, how you use it. And you know what I do and what I did to really expand my magic? I didn't take anything for granted. I didn't take anything for granted. I didn't minimize absolutely nothing when I was having certain experiences. Even if I would like walk into a room and I would feel a shift in energy, I'm like, that's not coincidence. I felt something, there's something there. Now I can investigate that, study that, understand it more. But yeah, right when I feel it, I'm trusting that. I'm diving deeper into that. I'm exploring the depths of that. Example, when I hear a song, when I first started activating the magic and embodying the magic more, every time I heard a song, I made myself sit with that song, play that song, listen to that song. And as I'm doing it, I'm asking Spirit, okay, what are you trying to teach me? What is important about this? And then what Spirit will do to me is I'll listen to the same song for a month straight. Literally, that song will be on repeat until I gain everything that I'm supposed to gain out of that song. Every little nuance. You know what Spirit just revealed to me the other day about a song? The song For You by, what's his name? Kenny Lattimore. Ladies, if you are trying to get married, ladies, okay. This is why if you are trying to get married or you want to manifest sacred partnership, I'm not, however you do it, right? Because I know some of y'all want to go to the courthouse. Some of y'all just want to have your partner and do your thing. Whatever way you want to do. If you want to get married, a ritual for you is to listen to For You by Kenny Lattimore. Listen to that song every day. Make time to listen to that song. Meditate to that song. Meditate to that song every single day. What you are doing is attuning yourself for that level of love. What you will discover is any discrepancies, any beliefs, any thought processes that go against that level of love, your spirit is going to reveal them to you. Thoughts will come up. You'll be like, like some disbelief, some rejection, like things will come up. When you put yourself in certain frequencies, when you force yourself to feel a certain thing, Spirit will start revealing things to you, right? So if you're looking for marriage, go listen to that song. Let your body, let your subconscious be programmed with those words. And if you're on that frequency, then you probably need to be listening to some Kim too. I've told y'all that before. All right. Anyways, y'all, let me get off of here. This has been a total pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you ladies in the softness embodied class, the spiritual path to feminine harmony, 12:12 on the clock over here. Peace and love to all of you. I will be seeing you soon. Peace and thank y'all for all the birthday wishes. Talk soon.